Before making Sugee cakes at home, I've never tasted one in my life, and so I didn't know what all the fuss was about. I was a bit confused because a lot of people say that Sugee cakes are meant to be dense. I think my friend Maxine gave me a really good description that helped to clear it up. So my first experience baking Sugee cake was a major disaster. It tasted great, but I wasn't happy with the texture at all. And a few of you actually gave me some good suggestions and feedback, and so I tweaked the recipe, and this is the second attempt, and I think it fits what Maxine says a lot better. The night before, you want to toast your semolina until it smells really nutty and it goes a shade or two darker. And then you want to add the butter, allow it to melt, and just soak the semolina in the butter overnight. The next morning, you want to separate your eggs. And just beat the yolks with the sugar until it forms like a really pale and thick mixture. Then you want to add your butter and your semolina mixture and just whisk it gently to combine before adding some brandy. So the next step is to hand chop your almonds. I've tried using ground almonds before, and I feel that chopping your own almonds gives it a lot more texture and crunch. So to the almonds, add some flour, some baking powder, and some salt, and just mix it together. You want to add this dry mixture to your Sugee cake batter and just fold everything in really gently. Once you don't see any trace of flour, you can start whipping your egg whites. So you want to whip it with some cream of tartar until it's stiff. Now you want to add your egg white to the batter. Just fold it through really gently before transferring it to a pan. Just smooth out the top and bake it in the oven.